Thanks, Randy. Well, the Comets unleashed an offensive demon in this game. As you said, they beat them 7-3. Now, because of this resulted in several Comets having a multi-point night. Don't judge a book by its cover. Don't judge a pitcher by his first inning because, like you said, control issues early, but pretty much lights out the rest of the game. Minimal mistakes, a perfect penalty kill, and I'll tell you all about it and more coming up in our full game report in sports. The Colts continue to clean house by firing head coach Jim Caldwell today.
With the 2 suspensions and injury of captain Colin Schock, the K's were left short-handed.
Well, the Fighting Irish faced a challenge today as they hosted number 15 Marquette in a Big East matchup. Bob Chase is just surprised as anyone else that he's been calling Comets games for nearly 6 decades. Thanks, Randy. Well, the current Derby movement is trying to break away from the stereotypes of the 1970s because, as you're about to see, this style of Derby is just a tad different.
Basically, we play flat track roller derby. If you remember roller derby from in the 70s and early 80s, it was a bank track. This is all on a flat track.
Derby is a completely different style sport. There are no bats, balls, sticks, or goals.
Derby is kind of difficult to figure out at first. It's broken up into 2 halves, so 2 30-minute halves. And every 2 minutes or less, there's a jam that starts. A jam can only last for 2 minutes.
During those jams, each team has 4 blockers and 2 jammers. The main objective is to block the other team's jammer, but also block so your jammer can get through. You may have noticed the names on the backs of their jerseys seem a little different.
My skater name is Pushycat. P-U-S-H-Y-C-A-T. What's your derby name? Rachel Tension.
Having an alter ego is a derby tradition, but also a process.
Definitely not on their birth certificates. Everybody's got their own skater name. It's kind of their alter ego.
You're not allowed to have a name that's the same as anybody else in the country or within a span. So you have to actually submit your name through twoevils.com and through WIFTDA, and it has to be approved.
Now, Derby can be a tough girl's best friend, but a man's worst nightmare. Head coach Matt Peckham is the only male on the team and is in charge of 50 strong women.
That poor guy has 50 wives. I feel sorry for him at times. I really do, because he puts up with a lot of our stuff, and he's been here just as long as I have, for 7 years.
It's very difficult for one person to try to control everything that goes on here.
You also may not know how involved in the community the Derby girls really are. For every home bout they have, money is donated to a local charity. This is just one of the reasons the women choose Derby girls.
Why Derby? Not only do we do great things for the community, these are literally 50 women that I would not know if it weren't for Derby. And we love strong women. Real sport, real women, real tough. That's our motto.
The Comets' move to the ECHL stirs up one emotion.
Really excited.
I'm real excited about seeing new teams.
It's just a great move for us.
But even with all the excitement, one big question remains. What will their roster look like come October? The ECHL is known for young talent and even NHL prospects. But the Comets say the names on the paper will look the same.
There'll be a good number of players that won this championship this year back with us. We believe that no matter what league these players play in, that they're going to be great contributors to our hockey team.
But one of the main differences between the 2 leagues is the veterans rule. There are only 4 spots for veterans who have played 260 or more games at the start of the season. The rule excludes goaltenders, but that means a couple of Comets could be gone. But the Comets say the veterans they do keep will be a key part in this new team.
Yeah, we'll be younger, but we'll still have our core group of veterans that will hopefully teach the Comet tradition to the new guys coming in.
One veteran status is a hot topic. Captain Colin Schock has been a part of the team for 9 years, but his future with them is part of the unknown.
Yeah, we haven't talked with the Franke family yet. I'm sure, we'll sit down sometime over the next couple weeks and just map out an idea as to what we want to do. So hey, if you're a player, you're always a player, and you always love to play, and you wish you could play forever, but you just want to try and make a good decision each year, and it's kind of year by year for me right now.
Other veterans include Brett Smith, Jamie Lovell, and Bobby Chamont. We'll just have to wait and see who's in a Comets sweater come October. Randy?
Purdue up 35-33. Jackson on the drive takes it in for the layup and the foul. three-point play for Jackson. Boilermakers up 38-33. Now the Cats looking to avoid losing 8 consecutive games in a row to Indiana. Looking good in the first quarter. Pacers' Lance Stevenson steals the pass, takes it to the other side for the layup. Pacers outscore the Bobcats 21-2 over the first 8+ minutes of the first quarter. Under a minute to play, St. Louis looking to tie the game, but Marian Hossa steals the puck and then sends it all the way down the ice and into the empty net. Now this seals the victory for the Blackhawks as Chicago takes care of St. Louis 3-1.
For the meantime, live from the Coliseum, Courtney King, WFFT Local Sports First at 10. Sending back to you guys in studio.